Hi, Graham. What's your team news for the game? Any injured or suspended players back? Anyone missing?
No, well, it's the same guys. We obviously, without Lewis and without Neil, Solly and Tariq are making good progress out on the grass now, but not for the game. Joel Veltman, I think it'll be too soon for him. So we're pretty much as we were in the last game.
And obviously with supporters coming back, it's been a topic spoken about many times of late, but now that week has arrived, what are your feelings, what are your thoughts?
Excited, looking forward to it. We've had this amazingly strange experience for the last, year is it, or however long it's been. You get used to it and it becomes normal, but it shouldn't be normal. Football is about the supporters, it's about the experience at match day, it's about feeling all that disappointment, intensifying all the feelings, and we're just delighted to have them back. Obviously we hope that they, and I'm sure they will, follow the guidelines and make sure everybody's healthy and safe so that we can take another step hopefully next season where we can get more and more fans back. But it's fantastic news.
Do you notice a change at all when it comes to players playing in front of supporters? You've obviously had so long with empty stadiums. Do you find it's easier? Is it more difficult? Is every player different in what they like in terms of a quiet stadium, a noisy stadium?
Yeah, I think it's hard to generalise. Like I said, it's something that we've had to adapt to and get used to. But I think anybody that would say that the supporters it just changes the dynamic of the game. It's a completely different experience. It intensifies everything. The good things are so much nicer, and the bad things are worse. And it's another factor that changes the game. Now we've just been getting this quite sterile environment, of course, because there's nothing and it's just the two teams. But now you've got the crowd, and they can affect things. And obviously we hope that our supporters can help us, because we all need some help in the game. We're playing the champions, and then it's back to seeing if you can use that.
Do you expect their second string again with the Champions League final coming up? And what are the main differences between their sort of first choice team and their second choice team? Do they play in the same way? Is it different compared to personnel on the pitch?
I expect a team that will be very, very well prepared to win, with the aim to win the game. You have to look at the points that Manchester City have accumulated, not just this season, but the season before. Whoever they play, they always have an idea of what they're doing. They know exactly how to execute it. They're highly motivated no matter what, and they want to win. So we can't necessarily guess what they're going to do in terms of where their preparation is with the Champions League, but I know that whoever plays against us will be fully committed and trying their very, very best to win.
Graham, thanks very much.
Thank you.
Graham, hi, it's Chris Sedball, Premier League Productions.
Hi.
How does your mindset change playing Man City, having a couple of games ago secured your status? Because a few Brighton fans will have looked at these last two games a long time ago, City and Arsenal, and thought, I hope we're safe by then. Does it change how you can approach this game, or is that too brave against City?
Well, we'd be lying if we're still in a relegation fight and you're playing this game. There's clearly a different thought around it. That said, we still want to win we want to win the game. We're professional people, so we want to win. We want to win, especially in front of our crowd. And with there's 7,000-8,000, however many there is, and that's motivation for us to try to get 3 points against the best team. It's a fantastic game because our supporters can get to see the best team. They can see us competing against the best team, and that's what we'll try to do.
On the eve of fans returning, Graham, 18 points at home, 20 away this season. What factoring do you put on the absence of fans specifically for your team as to how much of a difference it's made and the edge that you've lost at home, or is there a sort of a deeper performance issue and a bit of bad luck maybe more prevalent?
Yeah, I don't think I would put it down necessarily to crowd as an excuse for us. I think it's there's more to it than that. I think we've drawn a lot of games. A little bit unlucky in some. We need to perform a little bit better or do certain things better in others. But as I've said before, performance-wise, home and away, we've had a consistent good level that unfortunately hasn't given us the points that we would like. Having said that, we're still 11 points away from the bottom three with 2 games to go. We've secured our status in the Premier League. We've made some structural, strategic changes in terms of young players. We've developed the team, developed the club. So, we're still positive, but we also know that, the challenge is always to try and improve. And at the moment, points-wise, we haven't done that. So we need to keep going with that.
And on that, do you already know in your mind how that necessary improvement will manifest itself over the summer in terms of what you do, whether it's personnel, a change of approach, technical improvements?
I think it's a bit of everything. Sometimes we, like I said, we've played well. We've done things well. On another day, you if you maintain that performance level, you think that you've got a chance to win, and that's what it is. There's no other way really for a coach. Try and work out how you play. Try and perfect that or improve that, and then as always, try and see if there's something there in terms of the squad. How you can help the squad with recruitment or players moving out. But as a coach, it's about trying to improve.
And finally, it must be nice for you to have a bit of time over the summer rather than last year's pretty rushed together pre-season.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think it's been the case for everybody, and it's been such an unprecedented time. We can't really complain too much because everybody's been suffering a lot, and we're very fortunate that we're playing football, so it's not too bad. But at the same time, it's been a long season, and with a lot going on the previous season. So this time next week, I'll be happy to not be speaking to you with the greatest respect.
No disrespect taken, Graham. Good luck tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
Graham, it certainly feels like a long time when you first spoke to us after the postponement of the Arsenal game. This is a good day, isn't it? Yeah,
it is. Really is. It's going to be strange, emotional. I think it's. I don't know how it's going to be really. I mean, we've been away from the supporters for so long. You don't even get a feel for what they think, really, because we've just been carrying on trying to win games, and you haven't had that feedback that you normally get. Supporters are quite clear when they're not happy, and they're quite clear when they're happy. That's the beauty of football. So we've missed that a lot. And I don't think we could have asked for a better game to play, to be honest. Man City, the champions, the best team. Hopefully everybody can come down and just enjoy football, enjoy live football. It's wonderful.
Have you personally missed that feeling of walking out the tunnel and just before kick-off and the fans being there? Is that something that you have really missed?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're in it for. We're in it for that buzz of match day. It's you can't describe it really. It's and then when it's not there, it's like I said, it's been like a normal that we've had to adjust to. Even stuff like, I don't know, when you go overnight and you stay in a hotel and there's nobody else in the hotel, and you drive through the city and there's nobody in the city. It's Saturday afternoon and it's empty. We've been through this horrendous time. It really is. It's been terrible. So just to have the supporters back, it just hopefully it feels like we're a step closer to getting everything a little bit back, and it's going to be really emotional. I think really exciting, really I think happy, a bit poignant, a bit everything.
Just, you mentioned Joel Veltman not being available. He and Leandro Trossard and Jakub Moder have been named in various different squads for their countries. How pleased are you for them, and what can this do for their careers?
Well, very pleased. I think it's a fantastic opportunity for them. I mean, it's a challenging opportunity, I must say. Credit to all the players involved in the tournament, because we've had a long season and a long season in terms of games, but quite compact and then a short break. So they're going into a tournament with not too much rest, but they're all excited for it, and it's a wonderful opportunity to compete against the best and on a fantastic stage, hopefully. And if they do well, and that's what you're hoping that they do, then it's great for them in terms of confidence, in terms of development. It's an experience that they can take for the rest of their lives. So, we're happy and wish them well.
Obviously, they'll be playing against some of the best players in Europe. You're playing one of the best teams, I think, in Europe tomorrow night. What is it that makes Manchester City special? What they've achieved recently? We know they've got brilliant individuals, but is it their team ethic that makes them just above par?
What makes them special? I mean, we could be speaking for a long time. What I would say, I think I agree with you. They have wonderful players, they do, but they're a team, and they're organised as a team. They fight like their lives depend on it in every situation. They're an example of how to be. I think they conduct themselves well. They're so competitive in every competition. They're in it to win. They do everything well, attack so well, defend so hard against them to create and to do anything. They've been the best team, and you look at how many points they've accumulated over the last few years, plus all the tournaments that they go in for, the cup competitions they fully commit to. Of course, they've got resources, but so have the other teams. But the way they go about it is I think, is really, really special.
It could be a special atmosphere. How important is it for your players to play the game, not the occasion?
Well, yeah, I also think they're human beings that have missed the crowd for a long time, and we hope that the crowd and the players, because that's the best thing about football, is that connection between the players and the crowd. And you only have to see how the home advantage has sort of disappeared without crowd, pretty much, which doesn't surprise me at all. And we hope that we can get there. We can play well enough to get the crowd into the game. I'm sure they're going to be really, really positive and supportive, but it helps them, if we can play well. So that's what we're trying to do. And the emotion of the crowd, the emotion of the game is something that we've missed. So that's going to be interesting to see, because I think both teams and everybody will have to adapt to the crowd again, because we've been without them for so long, and that's going to be interesting. That's an interesting factor that no one knows how that's going to go.
I suppose one experience you do have was the test event against Chelsea. They made a fair bit of noise that time, didn't they? Yeah,
they were really good. Yeah, they were. It was surprising, actually, how noisy it was, considering the numbers. And the stadium is set up in such a way that acoustically it's really good with supporters in. So I'm expecting a really nice atmosphere, a good positive atmosphere, and hopefully we can perform well and compete against the very best.